How you act in stressful situations says a lot about you as a person, and it also can tell you a lot about other people and their true character. I'm currently reading The Laws of Human Nature by Robert Greene, and he talks about this in this book where when people are stressed and their emotions are high, their true character comes out. People put on a mask in public. People try to have a persona of this sometimes cool, calm, and collected person. And in a stressful situation, they are yelling at people and they're rude and they don't seem like they have any control over the situation or any control over themselves. And in those situations, you would do good to note them and you would do good to remember that because that person just gave you a glimpse at their true character. And when another stressful situation arises, you should not look at them to be the cool, calm, and collected person that they typically are, because that is just a front. Their true character is anxious and distraught and rude, and all these things come out when emotions are high and the situation is stressful. And the same can be said for yourself. When you are in a stressful situation, you should detach and you should look at yourself from an outside perspective. And you should see the things that you're doing, the way you're treating people, how you're acting. And say you're all over the place and you're anxious and you're not being that nice to people, then that's giving you a true glimpse into your own character and some own flaws that you have that you need to work on. And in these situations, like with the other people, you would be right, and it would be beneficial, I believe, to note how you act. And because the next time a situation as stressful as that one arises, those same temptations are going to come in. Nothing happens just once. Those same temptations, those same stressful emotions that you're feeling are going to come next time you're in an equally stressful situation. But if you're prepared for them and you understand that they're not beneficial to you, you'll have a better time at suppressing them and a better time at dealing with them. They won't blindside you. You'll know they're coming and you'll know that they're not beneficial and you'll know how to defeat them. But if you don't note how you act in stressful situations, you'll continuously get blindsided by the same old emotions. And you'll just lie to yourself and say, I'm cool, calm, and collected. And maybe that's true when everything's going great, but you're not you're not the person you are when everything is going great. You're the person you are is the person who is going through hardships and is going through difficulties and is stressed. That is the true you. Everyone's happy when everything's going their way, but it's how you act when everything's going against you. That's when your true colors are shown. And as we were saying in the beginning of this video, that is when other people's true colors are shown. And if people are rude and mean and, fill in the blanks with bad character traits when the situation is stressful or when, minor inconveniences come, then don't expect them to not show those traits again when the situation is stressful and minor inconveniences arise, because they will. They gave you a glimpse into their character, and you would be wise to listen to them, and you would be wise to note it, and you would be wise to remember it. And you can't hold it against them per se, but you do need to be aware of it. You do need to understand that everyone can change. People can develop, and as you're potentially trying to develop, other people are trying, and other people can. So don't just completely write them off, in the situation, they might be doing the same thing you're doing and realizing how much of a fall or a shortcoming they just had. And next time they're telling themselves what they need to do better. And then next time arises and they actually do better. So you just need to be aware of these things and aware of how people's true nature is, but also give them the benefit of the doubt because they have a nature related to your own. You both are human and you both make human mistakes. And no human is perfect, so including me and including you. So when other people make mistakes, be tolerant of their mistakes. Note note the mistakes so you can better prepare in the future and be aware of them, but don't write them off completely and don't just think just because they did it once, they're bound to do it every single time again into eternity. The temptation will be there, most likely forever, but you don't need to act on your temptations. And people who are on a journey of self improvement and, learning will come to realize this. So don't write those people off because, you know, their potential is unlimited. And just how you're trying to unlock your potential, other people are doing the same thing, and other people are trying to improve. And you wouldn't feel the best if people were writing you off and their only opinion of you was the person you were a couple of years ago, because you're not the person you were a couple of years ago. Almost nobody is. Everyone is changing. We're in constant flux. And to have an opinion of someone that goes back years is ignorant because so many people change. So many people go through so many life altering experiences, and so many people change for the better and change for the worse. So if you have an opinion about someone from years prior, you would do good not to stick to that with no, with you do good not to stick to that opinion without giving them the benefit of the doubt that they could potentially change. So just remember, when the situation becomes stressful, it is a great opportunity for you to see your flaws and work on them and see other people's flaws so that you can note them. And in the next time, remember how certain people act and how you yourself act.